TuksFM 107.2. You're officially tuned into Love Sundays with myself and Matli, if I did not say before, and it is going to be a good one. It always is. But today is extra special. I'm not alone in studio. I'm joined by the amazing Canvas Sativa. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm well, thanks. I'm amazing. How y'all doing?
I am good. That was so formal. I am well. I love it.
Yeah, man, can't
But
complain.
you can't complain.
Yeah.
That is absolutely lovely. Listen, Sundays, feel good music, love music, color.
Yes,
That's what
yes.
it's all about, right? And I'm gonna jump in a deep end question right here, Nee.
Okay.
So you wear a lot of hats, right?
Yes.
You're a DJ, you rap,
Mm.
dabble in, music curation,
Yep.
events, all of that.
The whole thing.
But the whole thing.
Yeah.
But people in Hatfield specifically, they may know you only as a DJ.
True, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a reason we put your song on our Love Sundays.
Uh-huh.
Ne? So now, what do you say about people who believe that DJs cannot be lover boys at all?
Yo, that's so real. Hey man, personally, I don't think that's true because I'm a lover boy myself, but I know like there's this whole stigma of like DJs, bouncing around and everything, and I get it. I feel like it's an industry thing.
Yeah.
But I think there are a few good DJs who are loyal. I
Uh-huh.
can't speak for everybody though.
But you can speak for yourself in that instance, period.
Yes.
I mean, you wouldn't make a song that would be featured for love, calling someone divine.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
But you could call many others.
No, true. But yeah, like I said, I can't speak for everybody, but yeah.
But for you, you know that, I'm a good person. I'm a lover boy. No, I absolutely love that. But listen, you are, before a lover boy, you are a Muff Town boy. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yes, not true. No, you said it correct. Yeah.
And the music there, that's where, you started falling in love with music, obviously. That's where you started making your music. And then you moved on out here to the big 012.
Yes, sir.
How do you think music will change in Mafikeng specifically? Do you think that there'll ever be a big music scene as there is in Johannesburg and Pretoria back home?
That's a great question. I hope so. I pray for that because like Map sound like there's a great like pool of talent. There's dancers, there's artists, there's whatever. I just feel like there's no like platforms and facilities. That's gonna like grow that culture.
Yeah.
So a lot of people leave Math. They come to Josie, PTA, or whatever. So I think it could, happen in later in future, but I think it's gonna need like OGs, Bokespa, Bokuli, whoever, to just come back home. Even me one day, yeah, for real. To just go back to Math and like just pour back into the community, create more platforms, more shows, more competitions, whatever it may be, just things to like uplift artists. Because now like I don't know if you guys know Spacio Dios.
Yes.
But he's like a big deal in Math. And after him, I guess you'd say it's me. And after me, it's kind of like silent. Like the movement's kind of dying. So yeah, I think it could grow, but it's going to need a lot of work.
It's going to need, and that's an idea. You literally said the whole plan. Yeah. Like you have an idea.
Yes.
Just need the platform.
Yes.
Just need the platform. No, that is absolutely beautiful. And speaking of the beautiful things you've done, there's still work to be done in Maftown, but you already have the idea, but you've already done so much for local music and local talent. Yeah. Listen, escaping the city.
Yes.
There is no hip-hop head in Gauteng that does not know escaping the city. And it's beautiful, people who were not known, people who were never getting booked, you put them on.
Yeah, true.
Right? How did that start?
Okay,
first of all?
So escaping, we used to host events in Math. So that's when like my love for hosting and eventing came about, and I learned, okay, like it's actually, you can do this thing, because like hosting an event is a scary idea. Like you gotta organize a whole venue, you gotta bring people, boom, boom. So 2022 is when we did our first one, and the inception just came from, I felt like all the hip-hop events are in Joburg, but like the movement of the cultures in Pretoria, Aries, Latinova Pounds, Machin, you name it, like the music scene in terms of hip-hop, Pretoria was like carrying it. So I'm like, wow, all the hip-hop events in Joburg, if the scene is happening in Pretoria, you know what I mean? And my friends from Pretoria would tell me like, 012 used to have this whole rap city, cap city thing, like it used to be like the mecca of hip-hop. So I'm like, nah, we need to bring that back. And I was following Abu Tyson and Doshi and Yolophonic at the time. And I'm like, yo, these guys are doing this little movement, but there's no shows to see them. But online, they're getting a lot of streams. Like, they're breaking records, they're doing stuff like that. So I'm just like, okay, let me see if I could book these guys and see if the fans would actually come out in real life and, you know, make it a thing.
Period.
And then it actually happened.
It
And
worked.
so we're like, oh, wow, okay, this is actually a thing. And people are like, yeah, we need more hip hop events, you know, keep pushing for Pretoria. Boom, boom. I'm like, oh, wow. Like, I was just like, I had this idea and I'm like, okay, I want to see my Spotify playlist in real life. And then we did that and now it's like a whole thing. So,
Oh, that is absolutely beautiful.
yeah. So
And
that's
it came
kinda
to
come about.
fruition.
Yeah, it did.
It worked.
It manifested bigger, like, than I'd ever thought.
Oh
It's
man,
crazy.
that's amazing. And like I said before, it's really beautiful because it's like local people, you know,
Yes.
people we grow up with, people that we see. But I want to know, in terms of like events now, do you ever see yourself creating an event like this that also caters to, you know, eventually international acts? Or do you like, you know, the pool of local people that you have created?
Honestly, that's the vision. Like, we want to get international acts, like, you know, like the really big niche acts, like your McJenkins or like Isaiah Rashad or like a SZA, like, you know what I mean, like those type of vibes. So, and then just create an event where it's like you get your cool local acts and you also get like the big international at the end or something like that, you know, to create that thing. Because now it's like, if we bring an international, maybe we can get like 50,000 people, for example, and then now this local act can perform in front of 50,000
For the first
you know what I
time.
mean? So it's like, that's really where we want to take it. We really want to empower artists, put them on. Because also when I came to Pretoria, I realized like it's really hard to be an artist. Like there's so many talented people. Like it's so hard to be an artist. So I understand where they come from, and so putting them on, I relate a lot because I'm also trying to put myself on. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, that's what we want to take it. We really want to make it a big thing, festival vibes like daisies or like your Hey Neighbors. You know, that's the goal. So yeah, hopefully sponsors will see the light and they'll invest.
Now they will
and we
see
can cook.
for sure. You know that sponsor list at the bottom of a poster.
Yes.
It's gonna go to the back of the poster. That's how many sponsors you'll get eventually.
Yeah, no,
But
for
listen,
sure.
speaking about hip hop specifically in Pretoria, would you say that it has gotten better or easier being, you know, a hip hop focused, you know, DJ or artist in Pretoria? Is it easier now?
Yes, it is. It is. It is. Shout out to Pounds. I won't lie. Sos Plata did a movie.
He did a lot.
Yo, Sos Plata did a movie. So yeah, to some extent it is. However, piano's still like a big thing in Pretoria. Like piano's just
we can't let go.
it. Yeah, like piano's huge. So we're still struggling as hip hop DJs. But I think there is a better climate now. Like even the Kwelas are coming through, Usmamani. I think like they're making hip hop cool again, and I'm enjoying that. So yeah, it is a bit better, but piano's still doing a lot.
It's still topping, but listen, South African hip hop once peaked, and I feel like it's nearing the time where it's gonna peak again.
Coming back,
for sure. Even me, I'm not the biggest hip hop head, but nowadays I'm like, "No, guys, let's stop with the piano. Like, come on, put on some hip hop now."
Yeah.
It's really happening. But listen, one thing we're not struggling with is having good music. So let's take a young break, listen to some good music. Literally a new single, a new drop. This one right here is Divine by the Canvas Sativa himself. Let's take a listen.
Let's go.
Ad break.
That was beautiful. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Shout out.
You've got good answers.
I tried.
Yeah.